Special thanks to Patreon supporter Bisky Nisky for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Koichi here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. And this tutorial will be going ahead and building the 1939 Horch 930V Phaeton, done up in a military police configuration. This vehicle here in particular was a series of vehicles that were produced by Horch during the 1930s and onward, and was acquired by Nazi Germany as a military police type vehicle. I don't have a ton of information really in regards to the car. I mean, it's a really beautiful car, and this car was seen being used as a staff vehicle as well as just being used as a military police vehicle, so it did see quite a bit of service throughout Nazi Germany during World War II. But overall, pretty nice looking little build here. It'd be a fun build to kind of go with our military fire truck that we released not too long ago, and just overall is a nice little car and a really good piece to add maybe to some of your your Nazi bases or anything like that, World War II German bases and all that stuff as a nice kind of little military police vehicle. But before we go ahead and take a look at the vehicle, I want to give you a special thanks to Patreon supporter Bisky Nisky for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions, where you can go and put a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so earn a vehicle request of your choosing. It really helps support the work I do on my channel and is very greatly appreciated, so definitely if you're interested, feel free to check that out. Again, links always in the video descriptions. With that though, let's go ahead and dive in here to take a look at the vehicle and kind of see exactly what we'll be going ahead and building. So to kind of go ahead and get started with, we have the front of the car up here. So pretty standard kind of 1930s, 1940s type vehicle here. Got the front hood, kind of a longer front, spare tires on the side. I did decide to go ahead and put white wall tires on it. Probably not the tire that they would have on a military police type vehicle, but I definitely thought it looked cool and kind of gave this vehicle a little bit more character, so I decided to go ahead and roll with it. We then have the windscreen here, nothing too fancy with that. Also the lights here mounted basically kind of like where the side mirrors would be. So got your blue lights there, which are basically the police lights used by the basically World War II German police. We then have the seats here, nothing too fancy for a little bit of an interior. We have the canvas that would be able to pull it across, so you could have a covered car if you wanted to as well. Little radio antenna, brake lights, all that stuff. So pretty nice little detailed car for the size, and should be a nice build again for any of your World War II German bases. With that though, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, to go ahead and move into our first layer, we'll go ahead and start with layer number 1. For layer 1 to go ahead and get started with, we're going to start by placing down a block of coal, like so. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some end rods, and we're going to place down a row of 1 and 2 end rods across, and then another block of coal like so. We then want to place down a stone bun on this both sides of the block of coal. And if you are on Java, we can go and place down an item frame with a white stained glass pane in the item frame. That's the feature you're only able to do in Java, place down a button and item frame in the same block space. If you're on any other version of Minecraft, then you will have to basically just place down the stone button or the item frame, whichever you prefer. Probably just a stone button in your case will be the best way to go. Anyway, so after that, we're going to go then place down a row of 4 of polished andesite top slabs toward the direction you want the front of the vehicle facing. After that, we're going to place down another row of 4 of stone top slabs, followed by a row of 4 stone brick top slabs, a second row of 4 of stone brick top slabs, a third row, and then a fourth row, so 4 rows of 4 there of stone brick top slabs, then a row of stone top slabs, followed by a block of coal to both sides, stone button on the sides of those blocks, item frame, and then a white stained glass paint in the item frame, same thing over here. And then a row of 2 of end rods in between those blocks of coal. On the very back here, we're going to then place down a row of 4 of polished andesite top slabs across, just like that. Anyways, once you guys get to this point right here, you pretty much have everything you need for layer 1 complete. Take a look at it from up above. This is what it should look like for the top-down view. With that though, we'll go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we'll be moving into layer 2. For layer 2 to get started with, you're able to place a stone stair on top of those 2 polished andesite top slabs at the sides, 2 light gray stained glass panes across in between them. After we have that done, we're going to go and then take our stone brick blocks and place down 2 stone brick blocks behind those glass panes, and then to the sides here of those stone brick blocks, we're going to place down a stone stair. After that, we're going to go then follow it up and place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of the stone block to both sides like so. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone stair to both sides like that. we're going to go then grab a loom and place down 2 looms going across here like so. And we do want the looms angled, so we do have this like venting or this kind of, you know, grid-like look to the side of it, and we're going to have that on both sides like that, kind of popping through there for a little vent on the side of the car. After that, we're going to go then place down a row of 2 of stone blocks across the center here, followed by a block of coal to both sides. We then want to place down a stone button coming off those blocks of coal, and we're going to go then grab an item frame with a white stained glass pane. Place down an item frame on the side here, white stained glass pane. Again, item frame, white stained glass pane if you're on Java. At this point here, we're going to go then place down a light gray stained glass pane to both sides, followed by a row of 2 of stone blocks across the center. We're going to go then place down a stone brick wall to both sides. After that, we're going to go then place down a andesite wall to both sides, followed by another stone brick wall. After that, we then want to place down a row of 4 of stone full blocks across, and then on both ends, we're going to take our dark oak wood signs and place down a dark oak wood sign like that on both ends. We're going to then place down another row of 2 of stone blocks down the center, and then a andesite wall in the corners like that. We then want to place down an item frame coming off these walls, and then a red concrete block in those item frames, followed by a dark oak wood sign on the side of the walls like that. And after we have that all done there, that is going to pretty much wrap up what we have there for layer 2. And with that, we'll go and move into our last 5 layers, layers 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright guys, go ahead and move it into our last final layers. To go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor. It's going to go on top of these 2 stone blocks here, followed by an item frame that's going to be coming off, an item frame coming off those iron trapdoors, followed by a snowball in those item frames. Then in the space between them, on top of those 2 stone brick blocks, we're going to place down 2 stone slabs, followed by a second row of 2 going back, and then a second row after that. Once we have that done, we're going to go then place down a row of 2 of black stained glass panes, light gray stained glass pane to both sides like so, followed by an item frame coming off those glass panes, and we're going to go then place down a blue concrete block in those item frames like so, followed by a dark oak wood sign on the side of those glass panes. After we have that done, one thing we forgot to do from the previous layer is we're going to go to place down 2 polished black stone slabs on the inside here, and also 2 right here. Now at this point, we can go ahead and then take barrier blocks, place down 2 barrier blocks like so, and we can go and then place down black banners coming off those barrier blocks like that for the seats for the front here. Also, we can take daylight detectors and place down a row of 2 on top of those black stained glass blocks and change those to the night mode. With that done, I'll go ahead and move into the sides. We're going to grab our skeleton skulls. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 on the side here, and same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3. We then want to place down a cut sandstone slab to both sides, and then in the middle here, we're going to place down a row of 2 of stripped birchwood across like so, followed by 2 black banners coming off that stripped birchwood, just like that. After that's all done, on the back here, we're going to go ahead and also grab some levers, and we're going to place down 2 levers across on the sides of those stone blocks, or on tops of those stone blocks. And then on this wall here, we're going to place down 2 iron bars up, followed by an end rod, and then an iron bar. Now at this point right here, we can go ahead and use our give command and give ourselves a debug stick. If you do not have access to a debug stick, you can very simply go ahead and grab yourself cobwebs, and we can do kind of a similar type technique here, but definitely a debug stick here is going to be your main go-to for this situation. We're going to go ahead and select the properties of this iron bar, and we're going to go and change the properties so that it is facing in all 4 directions, like so. And we're just going to go ahead and basically do this for the iron bars, just like that. And again, you can replace these 2 iron bars with cobwebs, and that will also somewhat work for this situation. Anyways, with that all complete though, that is going to complete my design here for the 1939 Horch 930V Phaeton, done up in the military kind of police car type configuration from World War II Germany. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be thank you from sign the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for our projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gear 204, and I'll see you guys next time.